Oh, excuse me. Hey.
What happened?
Oh, I got it. I was in a different Zoom.
Oh, God.
I was in a different Zoom, and I was like, what the heck? Nobody's here. Nobody loves me. Nobody's coming on.
We love you. We just couldn't get here.
I know. Yeah, so.
Host me up, sweetie, and I'll help with it.
Let me get my, hold on here. I was just going to text you, and then I saw your text.
I can't get in.
What's going on?
Something's wrong.
All right, Tommy. Is Tommy on there?
Yeah, I couldn't get in either. What happened?
Oh, my goodness. I clicked on the wrong Zoom. I was having a party all by myself.
Now we know why nobody came. So I know Ruth Ann Sanchez, I'm calling him like crazy. I don't know what's going on. I've left 3 messages today, so do not. Where is she? Wave your hand. Oh, don't be getting all snippy with me. I'm working on your behalf with everything I got. Let's see who else would be snippy with me at this point. None of you. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Lorene, in your great big office, acting like all of a hot shot. And Bobby Knight. And how would you like to have that one guy's name? Last name Computer, first name Home. That's quite a name. I wish I knew. I said Tom Chenault. How are you? My name's Home. Home Computer. That's my name. So whoever's Home Computer, you ought to have it. Hit that little button and rename yourself. So let's see what else. Esther's on here. People coming on. Luann's on here. Denice, Kelsey Britton, the great Kelsey, the wealthy Britton. We got to bring her on. Maybe have her talk. Comb your hair, Kelsey. We may have to talk to you a little bit. Devin's on here. That's exciting. Kenny Roberts got a new hat. Looking pretty doggone snazzy. Very, very cool. Hello, Caroline Powell. Is that beautiful? What time is it over there? I am waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning to do a Facebook Live for Australia. So that'll be pretty cool. Denice, I'm doing a Facebook Live at 1 in the morning.
I just heard that, Tom. Good for you, honey.
Thank you very much. We have a little bit of a communication problems because people call me all the time on the phone and ask me to do stuff, and I just say yes automatically, and then I announce it on the Facebook Live and forget to tell Denice. And then I get hung at sunrise. So that's good.
And then he does like this and tells people.
You don't like the gray and black monkey shirt, Caroline? I love that. Howler shirt. I wear it all the time. I love that shirt. That's kind of like me. I feel like I'm a howler.
You are a howler.
Yeah. So after my radio show, Eric Worre sent me about a 5-mile long text about my lack of self-esteem. And Denice says this all the time because I always tell people I'm a terrible network marketer or I'm this or I'm that. And I kind of put down myself to make other people look better. And Eric Worre just cussed me out about it big time. Said, you can't be doing that. Even if you believe it, which I don't believe you believe it. I think you're being phony. If you do believe, don't do it. Just don't do it. So I'm just passing along to you. He said that, and I passed along to you that I'll try not to do that anymore.
Finally.
Self-talk. That's all it is.
Bad self-talk, Tom.
All right, so I'm going to talk about a few things before we get going here. We just had the ambassador event. In fact, why doesn't somebody talk about it? Why don't you? The reason I want that done is because I just want people to understand that the ambassadors are united. It is going to be crazy, and that you guys should have been there. Every one of you are leaders here. So. Pamela, you've got 1 minute, talk about it. Then Marianne, 1 minute, talk about it. James, 1 minute, talk about it. Denice, 1 minute, talk. Denice, you can have 2 minutes. Talk about it.
Absolutely. It was outstanding because what I loved is seeing the different techniques that each leader uses, and each took on a different subject to share, but then at the end all came together in a Q&A format to sit with us and talk about the new presentation, the new biz up that's going to be happening. And so it was, for me, because I've been around the industry for quite a while, and it was great to see how unified we are as with our leadership, and that's really important because that will give us tremendous longevity in the industry. And I think with that and all of the other amazing things coming together, that Longevity is poised to become one of the very, very top network marketing companies in the world.
Wow. All right, good. That's one. Who's next? Can't hear you, Marianne.
Okay, there we go. One of my favorite parts was the panel and where you guys were doing the presentation and really just sharing with us the words and what you would say while you were showing each one of the slides. And I think that was, for me, that was really impactful. And seeing you guys all up there together was really cool, because we've seen all of your trainings in separate places, but to see you guys united, that was really cool for me.
Good.
That's 30 seconds. Okay, who's next? Oh, James.
Okay, so thank you. I enjoyed Tom and Denise both, and then Luis Ariaza really hit some things about the thinking and the mindset and how stop touching my computer. I liked it like that. So anyway, he has some things about mindset, and so I really enjoyed that. It was good. Working on mindset.
Okay, good. All right, that's good. Anybody else got anything? Lorene, I see you.
She was
What do you
next.
think?
Who else was there? Devin was there.
Yeah, then Lorene, we're going.
I had a good time. It was great meetings, great information. I loved how everybody checked their egos at the door. It was the new presentation was nice. I actually can't wait till they release it, which I texted you about today, Tom. And but as far as the overall meeting, I loved having the ambassadors share with us their little snippets and their information, and that they're all in one accord. That was fresh. So I look forward to the next meeting, and I look forward to being an ambassador.
All right, good. All right, let's see who else is here. How about Devin Suggs? What do you think, Devin?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with everyone so far. I thought it was a phenomenal leadership. I thought it was a great training. And like what everyone is already sharing, it's echoing off of that. The new PowerPoint, the new presentation is fantastic. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys present too, if I'm not mistaken. I think different ambassadors are going to be hosting Zooms and going to the PowerPoint. I'm looking forward to just kind of like funneling people onto that. And then, of course, learning it myself, doing it in person, doing it through Zooms with the team. That was fantastic. Everyone coming together as well, just the unity aspect of this whole company, like everyone under the same roof and on the same focus, the same mission. And I also appreciated, in particular, putting an emphasis on CEO megapacks. I thought that was really cool as well, to just put that exclamation point there with the CEO megapacks. And this new challenge that's also taking place is awesome. So that's all I've got there.
Annie? What?
Yes, it's me.
What happened? Not got her?
She's
Okay.
here. She's talking. She's unmuted.
Okay, Hanny, how are you, baby?
Hanny, you muted yourself, honey.
Okay, I do? That's good.
There you go. You're good now.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm back now to work, but the the 4 days of reconnecting with my previous friends and teachers and high school batch are amazing, which I got them to attend, and they are excited about what they saw for the first time. three things that I really have taken as a the most important thing from the training was consistency and discipline from from Dr. Ariaza's team, which he emphasized about saying that pointing each and every one of the team would know exactly how to say, how to act, and how to deliver. Even the script, even the posturing. I think they really do their training, rigorous training there. Even after our ambassadors summit, they even met up and they do this thing. It's so amazing to watch them really take this to the next level. The number two is it's priceless to be under one roof with the leaders, and I took advantage of the networking within our team. I have gotten 2 leads for Houston to connect with them. They gave me their telephone numbers and where they will have meetings in Houston area. I found somebody who's in the Bronx, New York, connected me to a couple of ladies, and then 2 in LA that I didn't know we have meetings there, so I can kind of send my friends to other places. So that's great, even just to be in the same room with other teams. And the third one is setting example. Our leaders really proved and showed the power of duplication. So we are like first hand of defense, really knowing and learning from you all. So those are my 3 takeaways.
That's so exciting. All right.
Thank you.
Denice, my darling, my love, my sweet Georgia Rose.
Tom,
What?
hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Never better. What's cooking?
Nothing. Wow. Hold on one second.
What? Come on. Relax there, Posh Spice. You're with your friends.
Wowee. Yeah, it was fantastic. I think that, like I think James said, having everybody up there together. Unfortunately, we didn't have Cheryl because she had strep throat. But it really just felt like a collaborative effort where, I don't know, what, I guess I feel like maybe a lot of people feel, especially with Dr. Ariaza, that, there's like the wizard behind the curtain and not knowing what the wizard does. And, he just so graciously volunteered everything. And I think that what happened is that just led to belief in longevity and belief that we are really all linking arms together. And what's the high tide floats all boats? Whatever that thing is.
Rising tide.
Rising tide floats all boats. I could never remember my analogies, but you could feel that. You could feel that in the room, and it was really great that everybody got to see that. So I think it was great. We focus obviously all day on mindset and leadership, and we've talked about. Hi, baby. And we've talked about maybe doing 2 days in the future, where one day being skills and then another day being doing leadership, which I think would be really just fantastic. So it was a great start, and I think it's only going to get better.
All right, Kenny Roberts, what did you think? Kenny Roberts. I'm going to go to everybody that was there because I just want to acknowledge you for going. Holy mackerel, Kenny.
Okay, so what I really enjoyed was the question and answer The fact that along the way, Scott was saying, okay, any questions, or Corey would say any questions, and then people were free to ask questions, and they were, spot on answers. So, of course, the main reason I go is just to catch the energy. It's like going to get like your Tesla, you got to stop and get it recharged. And that's my Tesla stop, is going to meet with the ambassadors.
Well, we loved you. We loved seeing you. We hated seeing that Patty wasn't with you.
Yeah.
That upset me. But she's such a little rock star. And
Doesn't she look good?
oh my gosh, I'm weeping. Thank you, Patty.
Next time.
Well, I thought he'd left you for another woman.
Yeah. Fair enough.
He's not that dumb.
All right. I love you. Okay, good deal. Love you, Kenny. How about Diana Harper? She was there. What's going on with her? She's driving her car. She's going to say, you got to unmute her, Marianne. We're almost done. All I got is Travis and Lanny after this.
All right, so I had a chance to meet with my team last night, some of them, and even some on Zoom, to go through some of the notes. One of the things I took from Dr. Ariaza was that when we watch, a concert or a game, that we are paying for the results of someone's discipline. And it is the discipline that adds value. Because my husband would always fuss, when I'm trying to price stuff for tutoring and all that kind of thing, then I would undersell myself. And so that's why that cash or thing, I was like, oh, I'd rather bungee jump. But different mindset techniques that were taught, I think will be very beneficial in that area. And so I was able to, when I talk with my team, talk like, yeah, this is how you do this. And then the other thing is, I'm parked now, and so that the ambassadors, it wasn't a show in terms of we're going to pretend like we like each other and then go our separate ways afterwards. Because my husband and I were eating at Perry's, and as I left, I was like, oh, "It's a table full of ambassadors. I got to introduce you," And then I tried to go around the table and introduce him to the ones that I knew, and that was just really cool.
Well, you were terrific, and I love you. Deborah Grant, you accidentally shared your screen. So we're all kind of blocked by you with your screen share. So if you can get rid of that, that would be great.
Yes, ma'am.
She did it. Okay, now, next one I want to talk to is my buddy Travis. Travis is an incredible kid. When I met him, he was a tightly wound restaurant manager, and he has changed his life. He has broken out of, were you running a J. Alexander's in those days? That was the restaurant?
Yeah, that's right. Can you guys hear me?
Holy contact mapper that I am. So it's great to see you. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was an amazing full day. Fully worth the drive and being cramped in the car and all that. It was amazing.
And what's cool about you?
We had
Okay, so what I love about you is you've got all those restaurant skills. I have restaurant skills. I was successful because I understand that in network marketing, you're really in the restaurant business without the restaurant. And you get to be in control of your own destiny without trying to move all those moving parts of the restaurant business. You're just looking for great people in network marketing and teaching them how to find great people. Travis, I know you're going to be monstrously successful. Thank you for being you, and we love you.
Thanks, Tom.
Round of applause. Lanny Sharp, I know you're here somewhere. Got a bottle of vodka over in Elkley, Kansas somewhere. How are you? Look at you. What are you doing? Hiding in the closet?
No, I'm in my living room, but it's dark.
No shit. So why? I'm sorry, you guys. That was bad. Why?
Well, is that better?
No,
my screen is really bad.
Yeah, I would say that you are looking a little dark, but what's going on? Did you have fun?
I had a blast.
That makes me happy.
I drove 6 hours to get to Oklahoma City. Then I got in the car with Stan and Laura Dennison, and that is just amazing. What'd you say, Tom?
Nothing.
No, my other Tom. that's here.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so to get in the car with Stan and Laura and drive to Oklahoma, or from Oklahoma to Texas the next day, and then be with them and be with Marianne and all the people, you know, that's what I love. I love the family reunion setting and the things that they pour into us when we're in an event like that. Dr. Ariaza and Evalia really touched my heart because I know what she has to do to take care of her mom and his mom. And that's a lot to be a caretaker for all of that.
Yeah.
And so that really touched my heart. And I must say, I have never seen Tom Chenault in such rare form.
What the heck? Why?
Because show me the money.
Oh, that was pretty funny.
No, you and Denice. Oh my gosh, Denice, her talk was so awesome on procrastination. And I think that's where I was. I was procrastinating and putting it off and putting it off. And believe me, all the way home, I was texting. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was talking into my phone, not texting, because Tom gets mad at me if I text when I'm driving all by myself. Anyway.
No kidding. Okay, how about a little rock star mom of 3 little girls, Kelsey Britton? What did you say, you little social media rock star beast woman, terrific mom?
Amazing, amazing. Kelsey, she's awesome. Oh, there's that Maddie.
Yeah, there's Maddie. No, I thought it was amazing. Crafts, so they have to come into my office to get some stuff. But I thought it was amazing. We had 12 people from our team go, which a lot of them were brand new, and it was just so fun to see them you know, go to their first event, and what a first event to go to, because now, I mean, they were serious about building their longevity business, but now they are like dreaming big, and my phone's blowing up. And, you know, we had a Zoom last night just kind of recapping everything that everyone, you know, pulled from the day, and everyone loved a different speaker and grabbed something different. And, you know, they're already applying it, and, you know, they're booking appointments and booking presentations, and we're off to the races. So, you know, when an event like this comes around, you really have to get your team there. You know, going for yourself is great, but you really got to get your team there to get the benefit of it.
I agree 100%, and that's beautiful. And thank you. And thank you. Your daughters were so fun. And the peanut butter armpit video was a hit. Oh, she's frozen. Anyway, I did the peanut butter part. Yeah. So did you guys watch my face? So, all right, now I'm ready to go to my next part of this thing quickly. Paul Croto is the one that's bringing you guys this PowerPoint presentation. We're all taking credit for it. Every ambassador is taking credit for it. I mean, every one of us are, you know, when I talk to anybody, they talk about how good this thing is. And I always just look at them and go, well, I hope you know it was all my idea. I hope you know I'm the one that did all the slides. I hope you know that, you know, I had to change everything to do it my way. That's what I tell everybody. And that's what all the other ambassadors are telling anybody. But underneath it all, the guy that was behind it all with John Maxwell, with Jim Rohn, with Eric Worre, with his vast knowledge, with his vast humility to be able to handle conversation inside of 10 different ambassador personalities is Paul Croto. And if you can tell who's on here, there's only, you know, it's unbelievable. He not only is out there doing this 10 hours a day, trying to get this presentation ready for you, but he's also the one that's on this Zoom with us. And I'm in love with you, Paul Croto, and I love you more every day. And I know you're going through it with your dad, who's very, very ill with congestive heart failure. And it breaks my heart for you because I know what that feels like. And last night, I don't know if all you guys saw, but I practiced the watch party with a video of my mother. And what you don't know about my mother is that on Halloween in whatever year she died, the year before she died, we knew she was going to die. And so as a result of that, I really started hanging out with her. and she was crazy. I mean, the woman was stark raving mad, and the funnest woman. She was top. I'd get calls from people on the phone saying, "Hey, I was with your mom when she was skinny dipping water skiing." I mean, she was the greatest woman you ever met in your life. There was nothing she wouldn't do. 87 years old. I'd go over to her house. I'd get there at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd ring the doorbell. She'd open the door. Her hair was done. Her dress was on. Her fingernails were perfect. Her toenails were perfect at age 87. And I'd say, "Mom, where are you going?" And she'd say, "Nowhere, Tommy, but somebody may come by and take me somewhere." And she lived her life like that. And that's my mom. And so when she got sick, I accidentally did something so brilliant, because whenever she felt really great, I would do Facebook videos of her and interview her on whatever was going on. And it was usually what she had for breakfast. And so last night she did this one video. As a child, we were positive. We were so poor, we had no money, and we were so positive. We had 50 dogs and 500 cats because we lived on a dairy farm. And so everybody had a favorite dog. And one day my favorite dog, Jug, disappeared, and we couldn't find him anywhere. And so my mom, being poor and the worst cook in the world, decides to, we go in for dinner, for the inevitable horrible dinner, and she opens up the oven and out comes the roast, and it's got 4 legs sticking up and a collar on it. And so us kids just start screaming because she cooked the wrong dog. And so I finally, at age 87, got her to confess on her deathbed the whole caper, and that's on the video I did on Facebook Live last night. And you guys are all asking, why would I have done that? And Pamela Schwartz, I think, commented that she wasn't able to watch it because she didn't understand how to go look, because you can still go look at that video right now. You just slide to the right and it says, watch the videos. So I showed the video of her confessing, and it's tremendous, and you'll love it. And then right after that, it said, "Do you want to add another video?" So I go, what the hell? I might as well see what that means. So I grabbed a video. My mom was the worst cook you've ever met, and she'd never throw anything away because we were so poor. So she did not believe in throwing away marshmallows. So she would freeze them. So in our refrigerator freezer was this marshmallow that had been there at least 20 years. So my daughter, Courtney, opens up the refrigerator, pulls it out, and says, "Mimi, can you eat this thing?" And she goes, "Oh, it's fine, Courtney." So Courtney said, "Okay, then eat it." And she takes a bite of this marshmallow, and it was the worst sound you've ever heard, and it was white, and it was either her teeth cracking or the marshmallow, or still not sure which, and that's on there too. So those are both on there on Facebook Watch. And the reason I'm telling you this story is because Paul has done, hello, Jim McCormick, Paul has done this unbelievable video, this unbelievable Facebook PowerPoint thing, and what we're going to do is start doing Facebook watch parties. So not only will we be able to get everybody to present it, all the ambassadors, we're going to be able to bring in the testimonials of you guys, and then all of you will be able to comment on it, and then you're able to go have a watch party and bring people back and do the same thing. So I practiced it last night on my dearly departed mother, but you have to watch that, because every time you watch that video, I get a notice, and it brings my mom back to life, and it makes me cry. But more importantly than that, I saw the future, and it is now, and it is with my buddy Paul Croto. So with that said, Paul, who actually he's a franchisor of about 8 Greek restaurants with his wife. He is an unbelievable network marketer. He's got a degree in nutrition. He was in the Marine Corps. He lives in Buffalo, New York, and is an amazing, amazing human being. And I just want you guys to give him a round of applause and tell him thank you for everything. And I did a pretty good job of contact mapping the man.
Yes, that was awesome. As you can see, Tom is a master of contact mapping. But hey, truth be told, Tom Chenault is the ultimate trainer, and we all owe him a round of applause for everything that he does.
Thank you.
Everything I've learned, I learned from Tom. I mean, he's what he's done by teaching all of us about doing the coffee shop interview is really where it all starts, and getting your phone out, making sure you contact map people. Like Tom knew all those things about me, and he's very intentional about getting to know people. So everything Tom teaches about the coffee shop interview is something I do every single day. I make sure that I get two new people into the app every single day. And then after they get to know me, like me, and trust me, and they really get to know me, like me, and trust me because I listen to them and I learn from them. And while I'm doing that, they start to like me. And then I ask them, so the next step in the process is to get them to watch something, get them to find out about longevity. And as Tom mentioned, all the ambassadors, and I'm just somebody here helping put the PowerPoint together. So it's really Tom bringing everyone together that's been the magic here. And, when I talk to Tom about what does a prospect need to see after they've gone through a coffee shop interview? So we got someone, we've met them, had some coffee with them, got to meet them. And, what do we need to show them next? And we sat down and we thought about this, that we want to show them 5 things. And it's about the company longevity. So we want to, kind of take off our salesman hat. We're not here to sell anybody on anything. We're just here to kind of be consultants to people, if you will. Because after you got to know them and you found out some nuggets, some hot buttons about them, you want to put on your consultant hat and show them a presentation that is about looking out for their best interests. We want to show them the 5 principles of choosing the right business for them. So if you're going to choose the right business, and we're talking back and forth, they need to know about the company, longevity. They need to know about our products. They need to know about our pay plan, how you get paid here. They need to know about the training that Tom Chenault offers here, and all the top trainers that we have in this company, which are just unbelievable talent. As for everyone that was in Houston saw, I mean, the trainers we have here at Longevity are second to none. And Tom is obviously leading the way in the industry with all of his training. And then the timing. The timing is now for longevity. The health and wellness industry is booming. The direct sales industry is booming. This is the best place to be. It's better than anything else out there. So you do this coffee shop interview, you show them this presentation, and then it's about the 3-way call. And Tom has taught us all how to be 3-way call people and how to be involved in 65 and Wake Up. If you're not involved in that yet, that's the best thing I've seen on the internet. And the best accountability program is to get involved in that and to really walk through these 3 steps of getting intentional about doing the coffee shop interview every day, showing them this presentation that covers the 5 things that a prospect needs to learn about, and then 3-weighing them into your senior business partner, whoever you're working with, your upline. And once they do that, they're in. They've seen everything they did. And if they're not, they've at least made an educational decision that this is not for me. And that's fine if that's the case. But it's our job to get to know them and then show them the plan. And you're going to hear us talk about show the plan, show the plan, show the plan, show the plan. Because every successful networker in the whole industry has been successful because they showed the plan to a lot of people. And you can quote me on this. The person that shows the plan the most will win. So if you want to win this 90-day, the power of 90, this 90-day challenge going on, the person that does the most coffee shop interviews, the person that shares the plan the most, person that does the most 3 ways, those 3 things are what you need to focus on for the next 90 days. And you can get your business off to an amazing jumpstart here in 2019 by focusing on those 3 things and getting your team in that Power of 90 contest.
An iteration of the PowerPoint that I can show in Longmont tonight. Did you send an update to Scott?
No, I have not yet. There's still some things that we were tightening up here. I can get you the latest version that's pretty tight, but yeah, I can get you something before tonight for sure. I didn't get it to you yet, though.
Yeah, if you'll give it to me, I'll go through it and see what it's like. So an hour and a half we're live. But Paul Croto, I mean, the stuff that we're doing, I mean, you know how long it takes to get something done from anywhere corporately. And to get the information that we get from this guy, I mean, I asked for it right now. He's changing it. It's coming. Today we were on the call, and I didn't like the font on something, and I looked out the corner of my eye, and he'd actually expanded that font right there on the spot. And that would have taken like 3 weeks and 2 committees. And what I love is Paul Croto. And I love all of this. And the event was unbelievable. And now we're going to start presenting it. We're going to have actual certified presenters for you. So we're going to teach all the ambassadors to do it. And then the ambassadors are going to teach 5 stars to do it. You know how every time you turn around, well, I want to be in this thing. Young Star School sucks. I'm not doing Star School. I'm doing 65 days in the wake up. Star School sucks. No, it doesn't suck. And so here's what we're going to do. We're changing the name of Star School to 5-Star University. And it's going to be all of us. It's going to be Paul. It's going to be Cheryl. It's going to be held by Paul because he is a student of network marketing. But all the input from Luis Ariaza, Scott Farduas, Denice Chenault, Julia Farduas, Avelia Ariaza, any of you that have unbelievable content to bring to this thing is going to end up in there. And we're going to take you from kindergarten through college. That's the goal. But one thing we forgot about a lot of times in a lot of the stuff that we've trained at is kindergarten through about 3rd or 4th grade. So that brand new prospect didn't know how to get started. Now we're going to walk you through that. We're going to teach you how to ask for the money. We're going to teach you every inch of the way of doing this. So every one of you are professional network marketers, and we're not going to make anybody have to do this. It's just like Alcoholics Anonymous. It will be attraction, not promotion. If you want to do it, fine. If you don't, go do what you're doing, especially if what you're doing is working. But if I'll tell you one thing right now, we're going to put points on the board. And we're not going to do silly things. We're not going to do things that don't make you money. We're going to do real things. We're going to teach you that BV is what you get paid on. This contest that we're coming out with right now is over the top good. Why is it? Because it rewards good activity, money-making activity. It doesn't reward smoke and mirrors. We are not here right now to reward smoke and mirrors. We're here to make good better. You know, I'm getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning to do Australia for this very thing. Des Morgan's on here from New Zealand. We are bringing this thing to the masses. What's going on in Denver, Colorado? I'm telling you what, they're doing a Tuesday meeting down there now, and there's some serious people getting into this thing. Dan Gibbons, Chris Ebersberg, Ken Selector, people like that taking on Denver and making everything is going to be this congruent machine that changes the world, and that's what we want to do. We've got 90 for life. It will change the world. There's no doubt about it. All we need to do is get that message to the masses and do it congruently where we're not sending everybody down every rabbit hole but where we need to go. And once they get behind the wall and they're familiar with longevity, they can go do all that. Vincent Cunningham, who I love you because you're here every Tuesday. So at the end of the day, we can do this, but we got to do it together. We got to be singing out of the same hymn book, and we can do it. So who's got questions? I've got answers. Will I send you that PowerPoint today? Probably not, because another thing, Paul Croto is like Dr. Phil and Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres all rolled into one. I mean, he's had to deal with more, personalities. I won't call them egos, just personalities, strong personalities. When you start making $1 million a year in network marketing, you start thinking that you're a pretty important son of a gun. I promise you. And you probably think that your way is the only way, and then you get 6 people whose way is the only way on the same call. You've got some dancing to do, and Paul Croto has done that dancing admirably. And he organizes his life around what's important. Being on this call is important. It's important to your business. It's important to your life. Put it on your schedule and organize your life around that. Put the 3-star call on your schedule if that's what you do. The Hair on Fire call is I don't care if you're on the Hair on Fire call. I think you're crazy not to be. But, that's a 10-minute muscle every day. It starts your day right. You learn everything going on in longevity from Lanny. That's a good one. The 1-star call, I think, is critically important. I think Star School is congruent with what we're doing. You have to put that in your schedule. But I'll tell you what, I don't do much at night ever. I mean, this is about as late as I go because my job's to be in living rooms. My job's being out here showing the plan. And the plan happens in the evenings. That's why I'm not a big nighttime conference call person. I am a daytime conference call person. And I drive this thing through mega CEO packs, through a congruent plan to leadership. That's the name of the game. There is no second guessing a system that works and a culture that works that system. And with that, we can put any product through this system. We can put water through it. We can put CBD through it. We can put anything through it. But at the end of the day, we've got to get people in where they're not confused walking in the door. So that messaging is completely important. And Paul Corrado and Lewis and Avelia and Juliet and Scott, I mean, I am telling you, my hat is off to them for getting together and doing this thing. And we proved down in Houston that that is what they want, and that's the marching orders they have. So then, obviously, you looked at Sean Brown, who has been a godsend. He brought that contest to us that fits straight into what we're doing on the Ambassador and the new 5-star university school. You're going to be able to go there. You're going to be able to win that contest. You can win that car. You can win those prizes. You're going to get recognized out the yin yang by Mrs. Annalise Brown. It will be frightening. She is doing her job at a level you can't believe. We are congruent. We are moving it down the line. Saturday, I'm over at the company in Miami doing a meeting at the Roaster. It will be this meeting that we just did at the deal. We will do the presentation. I will take what we did at the presentation. I will break down the presentation. I will show people how to do the presentation. It will be like presentation school. It'll be like CEO school, all in one lump, right there in Miami, Florida. Will I talk about other things? Only as it pertains to building the system inside of the culture that the ambassadors are doing. It will be unbelievable. You'll learn how to sell the copy powerfully. You'll learn how to sell the CBD powerfully. You'll learn how to do all of that. But the one thing is build the armies with the CEO packs. The CEO packs do one thing really, really well. They build your check on the front end. They build your check on the front end, so you've got time to build the residual income on the back end with auto ship and retention the right way. My speech in Houston was all about, they told me to talk about two things. They told me to talk about recognition, and they told me to talk about retention. And it was pretty funny. The first thing I said, and actually I didn't talk about anything about it, I said that, and then about 5 seconds later, I went down another rabbit hole. But at the end of the day, retention is recognition, and recognition is retention. Because all people want to do is be recognized, loved, recognized, loved, recognized, loved. They will stay. They will stay with us. They will buy. They will reorder. They will stay in our culture no matter what. So the name of the game is every one of you remembering that, and remembering you pick up that phone. And the 65 Days in a Wake Up is a classic. You can see Zvana and Lisa, network marketers that have made tens of millions of dollars over at LifeForce. And now they're out there in 65 Days in a Wake Up every day. And every day Zvana says, why did I not listen to you about this concept 5 years ago, Tom, when you were driving it down my throat? Because it's the only way. You're interviewing people, you're dropping them off right where they want to be. You find the leaders, you drive the leaders. You don't fill up leaky tires. You play this thing at the highest possible level with people that want to play at the highest possible level with you. You take a Kelsey Britton and you take this little girl who is an unbelievable asset to this company, and you help mold her into somebody that's going to be a 5-star, an ambassador, or even bigger. That's what I want to do with the people that are new, the people that are old, the people in between. My biggest goal is to get the old people of longevity, not the old in age, but the old in years. The people like Linda Sue Brinkley that showed up down in Houston. It was so magical seeing her. She was distributor like number 10 in longevity, and she sat there in that third row and never blinked, man. She just ate it all up, wrote me 2 beautiful letters. Her upline, Peggy Lapsley, sent me a beautiful letter saying, this is what we want to do. We want to drive mega CEO packs. We want to drive leadership. We want to drive rank advancement. We want to drive volumes. If we want to get to $1 billion company, it's going to be with a unified message where we are all going somewhere. One thing that happens to me all the time in this business is that I hear, oh man, I don't know how to do this. Ann Parker came down here today. We walked up, we drove on, I found out what her goals were. We sat right there on the wall. Marianne Niehaus was down setting up the show. James set me up upstairs. She brought her boyfriend, who was the guy that they modeled the movie Jerry Maguire after. Sits down at the table. He's a lawyer. He's a CPA. Lee Steinberg was his partner at IGM Management or whatever it was, went during that crazy time of him being the guy, the sports agent behind Jerry Maguire. So I looked him straight in the eye and I said, we've got to overcome something right now. And he said, what's that? I said, I need to know if you love, kind of love, or hate multi-level marketing because your girlfriend is in here and I want to know where you stand. And he looked at me in the eye and he said, you know what? Had I to do it all over again, I would have done multi-level marketing. I think it's the greatest thing in the world. And Ann Parker looked at him and said, are you serious? And he said, yes. And she said, you've never told me that. And I was so proud. We're going to do something in 65 days in a wake up. John Milton Fogg's going to do a course. And some of you may have done it before, called Speaking and Listening. And Denice, if you're going to ever pay any attention to anything in your life, you want to hear this. Speaking and Listening is a course whereby you ask your spouse 12 questions every day. And the following day, the spouse asks the other spouse the same 12 questions. And all it does is builds intimacy, relationship, communication, love. And I'm telling you, I need to do it because she just doesn't listen to me enough. No, it's not true. I think it's going to be great for us, honey. So John Fogg, look at her. John Fogg's going to do that. But my job is to get you guys to understand this is face-to-face, people-to-people, not text-to-text, not phone call, not email to email, not Snapchat to Snapchat. It's me talking to Vincent Cunningham. It's me talking to Shannon Brown. It's me talking to everybody. We are human beings talking to human beings. We can't lose that human connection. And the beautiful thing about longevity is there's something in the product line for literally everybody. And you've got to find their passion and help them with their passion. Let them take their passion to the next level. And at the same time, realize they can buy anything from anybody all day long because we've got this. In fact, Ann was talking about this company, Prove It, that she's in that, number one, the products are too expensive. Number two, you can't make any money. Number three, it's the only product they've got. So if they aren't going to lose weight and all that jazz, it's very difficult to continue to maintain auto ship and all that jazz. And she said to Sully, she said, what I love about this company, honey, is there's something for everybody. So if you don't like this, you can find that. And that's the beautiful thing about that. The Wallachs, Dave Brisky, those people have done an unbelievable job of keeping that working for us. It was our job to create with the ambassadors what we just did. And we're getting down to Margaritaville in a couple of weeks. And when we get down there, we're having another ambassador meeting. And that will be off the chain good. Because at that ambassador meeting, we're going to fine tune this even more. And we are going to have everybody singing out of the same hymn book, going exactly the same place. And what's going to be important is you're going to know what that place is and how to get there. And that's the most important thing because it's wonderful to want to go. I want to go all kinds of places. I want to go to Morocco, but I have no idea how to get there. I don't even know where Morocco is. So how am I going to get there? It's a lot the same way for every one of you with 5-star or with ambassador or whatever rank you're trying and passionate about hitting. It has got to be that kind of obsessive for you. So that's my story on that. I'm sticking to it. John Milton Fogg, Speaking and Listening. Yeah. Kelsey Britton. Yeah. You are a beast. Beast, Kelsey. She just wrote me a note talking about how great she is. Not like she is. She's like how great it is. Not she wasn't bragging. Yes, yeah. Bill Smith joined 65 days in a wake up. All you got to do is go find it. Somebody put the link up so he doesn't even have to work. He just hits the button. Yeah, 65. Yeah, auto ships. We're putting 4 auto ships on the main slide. One of them will be weight loss to be paralleled with a contest. Second one will be the detox. The second, because that's the biggest one by a long shot.
CEO packs. It's not auto ships. CEO packs.
You weren't listening. I said CEO packs.
No.
I'm kidding. 4 CEO packs. And what they're going to be, the first one is going to be the weight loss. The second one is going to be the True to Life because it's by far and away the biggest seller ever in the history of longevity. Number 3 will be the Hemp FX because it is the up-and-coming rocket ship of longevity. And the 4th one will be the Z Radical because it is such a bad-to-the-bone seller, and it's just gets sold. Victoria Barron has done an insane job. Raymond and Yolanda Brown have done an insane job of keeping that on the forefront, and people drink that stuff every day. So that is the plan, and that is what we're doing. It is working. It is working. It is working. It is working. So what time is it? Have I totally blown through? No, 10 minutes. You guys want me to call somebody? You want to ask me some questions first? I'll answer the questions. And then if you want me to call somebody, this follow-up, you guys.
Wait a minute. On the CEO packs, though, you said, I thought the one is going to be just the generic.
That's kind of the weight loss one. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. If you believe one word I say, don't. I mean, do not get confused with what I say in facts.
Just wait until Paul does it and we'll see.
Yeah, so we'll see the slide. Paul will have it done for it. Nothing for that. He's so worried about everything I've been saying, his face froze. So at the end of the day, we'll, yeah. Yeah, Bob Bodine just sent me a beautiful note, the guy from the Power of Who. And the reason that I have the Power of Who was because I was sitting with Sully today, the guy from Jerry Maguire. So we're, I'm just doing everything I can to get related to this guy because he's a big time guy. So my whole goal on that was I was trying to think of something I could pull out of my hat that was going to have the guy love me. So I brought up Bob Bodine. And it worked like a charm. I ran in, I got his book. I showed him the quote from Roger Goodell at the top of the page that said, "This is the most powerful man in the National Football League you've never heard of." The guy left going, can I buy one of these books from me? I want to read it. And then I said, no, I'm going to hook you up with Bob Bodine. So I'm going to get these two guys together, which is going to help, obviously, Ann's business, help credibility on both sides of the fence. Everybody wins. But you guys, having those things in your contact database is the most important part, no matter what it is. Ruth Allen Sanchez, she needs a favor from me, from somebody she can't get to in an email. She knows she called me because I know what she knew a guy. I was the guy she knew to go get that done. I'm looking across the landscape here of people. I mean, I promise you this works. Learning how to do this like this worked. Did I see Dave Brisky that went away? Did he leave? Did he leave?
I think so. He was on here earlier.
Somebody text him and say, Tom says he loves you. He was coming to you. Do you have something you want to say? Or, somebody text him a note. Does anybody have his phone number? You do? Text him a note and just say, did you want to say anything? Tom saw you on there. He just couldn't get to a breathing spot. I probably put the poor guy to sleep. That's probably what happened. Okay, so Bob Bodine's probably so this guy, I'm thinking about somebody I want to call and I want to see if I want to risk this. I do. So I'm going to call this guy. His name's Charlie. He's 30 years old. He's a great kid. Had some problems in his life, just going through another season right now where he wants to get better. I am going to go down and meet him in the near future and chat with him. So I'm going to call him right now.
Move the phone.
I moved it. You can't see it. I'm looking right at his name.
Okay, thank you.
Hello?
Hey, Charlie, how are you?
I mean, I'm doing all right.
You feeling, are you all right? You feeling a little depressed? Are you okay?
What do you mean?
Are you happy?
No.
Okay, I want you to get happier. All those books I read you, I want you to text me all those books I gave you to read because I'm redirecting you. So I want to make sure you have the right book because I'm going to bring you some books to ring to if you don't. I think this is a perfect 90-day window to also expose you to what I do for a living and let you learn this thing a little bit at a level like nobody in the world gets to learn it because I'll hang around with you a lot. And I'd like to personally mentor you toward this. Is that of any interest to you at all?
It's very interesting.
Okay.
Sorry, my voice is still a little
I know it. But Charlie, I am going to coach you. I'm not just going to be your friend. I'm going to coach you. And it's going to be hard, but it's going to be worth it if you're up to playing it at that level. And if you do what I tell you to do, you're going to have a life where you can do whatever you want. and you can do all that important stuff like look at companies and do all the venture capital stuff with your dad and things like that as a hobby, because I'm going to help you build an income underneath it all. Is that good by you?
And the income is good by me.
That's good. All right, man. We're gonna start this thing tomorrow. I love you with all my heart. Let's step on the gas pedal. Count on. So go look at. Do you have those books with you that I gave you?
Like the physical copies or the ones that you emailed me?
The physical copies.
Yeah.
Okay. Just text me the names of them because I want to make sure that when I see you, I'm going to try to get down there tomorrow. And if I can, I'll bring you the books and the ones that I want you to. The other books were more about. Yeah, the books before weren't the books I want you to read now. We are going to step on the gas pedal, and you are going to be my personal success story. So get ready, okay?
I hope so. But yeah, I'll send you a picture of all 3 books that you gave me.
All right, baby, get ready. Don't you dare do anything except get a good night's sleep, eat some healthy food, and I'll see you in the morning.
All right. See you in the morning.
Love you. Okay, there's more to that story. Bright kid, down on himself right now, hard. But I'm telling you, I know there is a major player inside of that guy. He just needs somebody to take him under his wing. I have told you guys never to fill up leaky tires, and I'm saying that to you. Hello, Johnny boy. I'm telling that to you right now. In fact, I'm going to tell Charlie, do you want to grow up like John? So anyway, one of our misfits just walked by. They're all coming back around right now because it's. We're like 5 minutes away from Hamburger Tuesday. So here comes another one. Because on Tuesday nights, I take everybody to Five Guys. So coincidentally, they're coming out of the woodwork.
Dad, I'm hungry.
All right, baby. So we're going to go over. I didn't realize we had, so you guys, you saw what I did. I had not had a conversation about network marketing with that kid before. But because we're on this call, I had to show off for you. So I was looking through my phone and somebody I've talked to recently. I called him to pump him up. As soon as I saw the possibility of him being somebody I can mentor and take to the next level, I have to go down to Denver anyway. I figured I might as well meet with him and see if he's got enough eye of the tiger, enough desire to step up to the plate and really take this on. And I'll know in 5 minutes. And then I give him homework of the books to read. And if he reads the books, I know he's serious. If he isn't, I'm going to let him go right back to the life he had. But what's wrong with taking a shot on the guy? Does that make sense to you? All right. Good. Let me see if there's anybody else I want to get after before.
Dave is on. Do you see Dave?
No, Dave who?
Dave Brisky's back.
Oh, good. He's here. He's wearing the same shirt as yesterday. You guys, we have to make some money for the guy who wore the same shirt 2 days in a row. Hello, Dave. And here's what you guys need to know about Dave Brisky before we go. He's married to Sunshine. He's an unbelievable dad, an unbelievable businessman, an unbelievable guy who takes the way he looks extremely seriously. He is a well-dressed man. His shirts cost more than my suits, and he cares about it. So that little shot about wearing the same shirt 2 days in a row, he's probably in his 50s, and I promise you it's never happened once. Denice knows that I just put my shirt, I look in the mirror and she says, you got something on that shirt? And I go, okay, I'll fix it. And I just go turn it inside out and here we go. So little difference between the two of us. Hello, Dave Brisky. How are you?
Good. I wasn't trying to get on your call. I was just listening in. I had some stuff to knock out and I thought I'd do a little multitasking and hear the great Tom Chenault and see which 41 folks were in here doing what you do. So I could edify them at some point. So I don't really need to interrupt. And I wish my washing machine didn't break. I wouldn't have to wear the same darn shirt. It is what it is.
So Dave, we're super pumped about the contest. A car, $150,000 worth of prizes, unbelievable edification out of Annalise Brown, company buy-in from the corporate level to the field level. You got to be walking. You got to be excited at a level you've never been excited before.
I'm really proud of everyone. I'm very excited. We stepped outside the box. Obviously, you got to take some risks sometimes and some shots. And, I think it's an exciting time to be a part of Youngevity. But sometimes you got to do something to shake it up to get people looking in our direction. And anything we can do that, I think if people look in Youngevity's direction, they're going to like what they see. They're going to like the people that are here. And they're going to become a part of what we do. So I'm excited. I think this is going to really be big. I just was going over the registrations. I'm kind of blown away at the numbers, and it looks like one of those ticker tapes right now. It's really rolling. So I don't know. It should be a very interesting 90-day push. What I'm really interested in seeing is who's got the strength, to run 90 days. That's really going to be the difference between the winners and the loser of this promo. Who's going to run? This is a build upon promo, and I'm excited about that, Tom. I mean, that if we're starting off with the thousands and thousands and thousands of people, we're starting off worldwide. How do you enroll someone that doesn't enroll in March, right? They have to register in March. And then we take all of that and roll into some Galactic Team Challenge in April. April will just be insane. And everyone's business should be up, and the prizes are nice. But what I want to see is people's checks grow. That's what I want to see. People with bigger checks. That's why they're here.
And that's what's happening here. And all of you know that network marketing is not a sprint. It is really, really not that. In 90 days, we talk about 65 days in a wake up. 90 days is a long time to stay in the game. And what I love about what Longevity has done is they have got everything in place to keep reminding us when we're not thinking it's worth it, that it's worth it. They're coming with the contests. They're coming with the Facebook Lives. They're coming with the telephone calls, everything that can possibly be done by them to make sure that we know that, obviously, from Dave's office to Steve's office to Lauren's office to Sean's office, all the way through this company, we've got total buy-in toward the goal of every one of you making bigger checks. And that's what it's all about. And it's going to be exciting. And it starts now. So every one of you, if you're not registered, go in and register, promotions.longevity.com. Go get registered right this second. I'll get an email that you did it. So please, I get a lot of information all day long about you people registering. But if you haven't registered, I need to know why. It's the same thing as the contact mapping app. If you're not using it, I need to know why. And last week, somebody told me one of the reasons, and we handled that reason. Somebody didn't have the $10 a month to pay. We scholarshiped her for a year. We are not going to let anything stop us from helping you. Your Longevity Go-To app, it's exactly the same thing. That is a tool that you need to be using at a level you've never used it before. It is time to step on the gas pedal. I'm going to try to get special permission for me to do one of those Facebook watch parties with the Dr. Wallach movie. I was going to do it last night. Instead, I used my mom cooking the dog, but I was going to use that one, but I thought I better get permission first. And anyway, who doesn't want to see a dog getting cooked by their mother? So anyway, it was pretty fun, but all of you need to go look at that web. Go look at that because it will be great. But anything else? Is it 4:30? Is it? Yeah, 5:33. It's Hamburger Tuesday. We're out of here in 1.5 hours. We're doing the big presentation meeting with the new slides here from Longmont. If you guys, I think I'll record it so we can show it to you if it comes off well. So you'll be able to see it. I'll put it on here. Remember what we said about Star School not being, we're changing the name of Star School immediately. And it's going to be a collaboration of the ambassadors because it starts with Cheryl Morley. Her organization includes my organization. So it's silly to do it in my organization and exclude Paul Croto and Stu Hunt and the other legs. So we're doing it out of Star School. We're changing the name of it. The collaboration will come from Louis Ariaza, Corey Gold, Scott Fardulis, Avelia Ariaza, Juliet Fardulis, Denice Chenault. So it's going to be amazing. So get yourself into Star School as well and stop thinking that don't wait for anything. I mean, this bus is leaving. We want you on it, not under it. We want you to say to us, right now, here it is, the early part of February. In the early part of March, if you play this right, you're going to be looking back on today saying, holy cow, I've started this thing. A year from now, you're going to say, I cannot believe I bought into that concept for a whole year. Here I have my car. Here I have my life, and it's just beginning. That's how we do this. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard about that future casting by Michael Burnoff, but I love Burnoff. And I know a lot of you have done his course. And I know a lot of you thinking about doing his course. If you don't believe me, call Steve Wallach, call Michelle Wallach about Michael Burnoff. Just give me the same thing, please.
Your aunt's card?
Yeah, I'll pay. Yeah. So at the end of the day, Hamburger Tuesday. I'm having a hamburger with no bun, Pamela, for the record. So don't be telling me how many calories are in the mustard like you did last week. So at the end of the day, my job is to serve you. I work for you. I will call you back if you call me. I'll probably call you if you don't call me. All of you are on my contact mapping app. You're on my speed dial app. My 65 days and wake up people are my people. You are my village. I'm going to have a tough time going into Star School every night and doing what I do every night in 65 days and wake up. But I went up there and I looked at how many people comment in that page, and not many people do. So I'm probably going to take on another task for me. And if you don't think it, you think interviewing 2 people a day and is hard, try commenting on 100% of the posts in 65 days and wake up. It will take its toll on you, as most of you graduates know. But at the end of the day, those people are the people that are the lifeblood of our business. The new rep is unbelievably important. That new CEO, we need to recognize them. That new brick rank person, the person that's the senior associate, 200 on their top line, 100 people on their first level, and 1,000 volume in their first 3 levels. You build those bricks, you build a dynasty. 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star will take care of themselves. Pamela, am I boring you? And they will take care of themselves. She's right here on my tongue. She's right in my face, and she just yawned on me. So at the end of the day, I promise you, you build that brick rank. You build those bricks. You will build a wall. You will build a dynasty. Pure network marketing at its best. All the smoke and mirrors and bells and whistles stuff, those are the internet people. Those are the people trying to trick the comp plans. Stay with your fundamentals. Talk to human beings. Those who talk to the most human beings win. It's that simple. Hasta la vista, baby. It's Hamburger Tuesday, 7 o'clock. My office. We'll send out an email if we're going to Zoom it. We'll see you later.
All right, love you guys.
Hey, Tom.
Thanks, Tom. Bless everybody. Have a great
Bye,
weekend. Get on that.
I want to do what you do. Like 4 bananas a day or like something quirky.
Thank you.
Okay.